yet to determine if he can fulfill it.
Let me ask you this: is he better or worse than you thought he was going to be, or is he doing exactly what you thought?
So this is the thing. He's right pretty much where I said he would probably average anywhere between 17 and 19.
Okay.
His rookie year.
Okay. So a tick over what you were maybe expecting.
Exactly. But again, what concerns me is he doesn't demand the basketball from his teammates. His teammates look like they're, I don't want to say freezing him out, but it's more so like they have an attitude like kind of like, well, we've been here, dude. Like you kind of get in where you fit in. We got this. And I would love to see him be more assertive in asking for the ball. Not asking for it, demanding it.
Sure.
You know, like I said, when LeBron first came to the league, you saw Darius Miles and all these vets saying, oh, you know, he's got to figure it out. We've been here.
Yeah.
From day one, LeBron said, yeah, I don't care if you've been here or not. Just give me the ball. You know, like,
sure.
Like Shaq. You know, like these are dudes who demanded the basketball and, you know, were super assertive and super aggressive. I would like to see that more from him. But yeah, regardless of that, he's gonna have it. And I said that from the beginning. He's gonna have a great career. He's having a great rookie season.
Yeah. I
just think people place such a standard on him that if he didn't come in and average 30 this year, it was like some people were like, nah, he ain't it. You know what I mean? He's averaging 20 and 10.
Do you feel like he, probably because like LeBron, when he came into the league, right, he came in with the same type of expectations.
Yeah.
Right? He was at that time considered the greatest prospect of all time. Do you feel like LeBron during his rookie season lived up to that billing?
Yeah.
And do you feel like Wemby hasn't?
No, I just, well, again, he's lived up to what I thought he was, but again, I think people, I mean, when you're labeled the best prospect ever, people are looking for something ridiculous. LeBron averaged 20. He's averaging 20. Yeah. So it's not like he's jumping off the page like numbers wise, points per game wise.
Sure.
He, like, when somebody says this dude, we've never seen him, everybody's expectations are like, oh shoot, I need to see like 25, 30 a game then.
Sure.
Because we just saw LeBron, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's having a great rookie season. And you know, he'll be fine, man. Next NBA face of the league. Next face of the NBA.
I mean, it's probably gonna be Wembanyama because he. Well, I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. Like maybe Wemby will be, but it's a little early. You know, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I'd like to see one more year of it. But like I think of a lot of the young stars right now in the NBA. I think of a guy like, okay, is Anthony Edwards going to be the next face of the NBA? He's in Minnesota. Can you really be the face of the NBA playing in Minnesota? Right. One thing I wonder about with Wemby is, can you be the face of the NBA playing in San Antonio? Not being from here and then also being in San Antonio. You know, like those aren't, like when you think of guys.
Because we've had Tim Duncan, right?
Yeah, and he was never the face.
But
Yeah.
he was always a great player.
Yeah, so like so often the great players have been in more exciting cities, you know, Boston, Chicago, LA, like bigger type of atmospheres, you know. And so some of the great, you know, like even a guy like John Morant, you know, I think John Morant, if he was more mature, he probably could be the face of the NBA because his play style is so exciting. Like, it's so riveting. Like, and he's just fearless in just the way he plays. You know, he's got that Allen Iverson vibe to it, you know? But he's just always making, you know, stupid decisions that get himself in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
But I think there's not a I mean, then you got
it's
guys
like a race. It's a race right now.
Yeah, and then you got guys like
kinda
Luka, right? Like, can Luka be the face of the NBA? I mean, he's putting up incredible numbers.
Yeah.
But is he gonna win?
Is he ever
And he's got the foreign thing. Like, is a guy. You know, Jokic, you would think should be the next face of the NBA because he's the best player, but he so badly doesn't want to be the face of the NBA.
And he's not exciting.
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
like,
he's not. He's not.
And like,
but
he's
Larry
a great
Bird,
player.
But Larry Bird wasn't exciting.
But was he I mean,
but him and Magic at a time were the face
back
of the
then it was like, I think it was for different reasons. Like they
Maybe.
were, you know, that. But so my thing is John Moran.
John Moran's your guy.
If like you said,
get his life
if
together.
he can figure out the maturity thing, and put everything to the side, I think he needs to lose a lot of people in his circle.
Yes.
And really just focus on his family first of all, obviously, and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, so you talk about affecting winning, right?
Yeah.
With him, they're dang near like a Western Conference Finals team.
Yeah.
Without him, they're not even in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, he's impactful.
So
he brings so much juice and so much energy to the team.
And the thing, Anthony Edwards is right up there too.
Yeah.
I just believe there's no answer. People don't have an answer for him.
Yeah.
Like, you can kind of slow Anthony Edwards down a little bit. There's no slowing Ja down.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a dog.
Yeah, and he's relentless. He's gonna come at you. I think his favorite player is Russell Westbrook. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've heard him say that.
Yeah, he plays like it.
He's relentless.
Yeah.
He comes at you. It doesn't matter what the situation is in the game, how he's been playing.
Yeah.
His confidence level is still the same, and he's 100% at you. That is tough to deal with.
But I tell you, who should be the face of the NBA, and he's gonna go down as one of the greatest disappointments in my lifetime. Zion Williamson.
Oh,
Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Everything was set up when he was coming out of Duke for him to be the face of the league, and he didn't do it, and he didn't capitalize on it because he's eating himself basically out of that opportunity, which is such a shame because that guy, man, he has so much ability. But you know what? I just thought of it. You know who's gonna maybe be the face of the NBA? He's not even in college yet. Cooper Flag.
I love Cooper Flag.
Like, I could see it's not right now, but like I could see in 5 years from now, because Cooper Flag has that dog, and he's American. And let's keep it real. Can I keep it a buck?
No.
Okay.
I
can't keep it a buck. Okay.
So, but I know, but I appreciate you asking. So, I'm with you. Cooper Flag is tough.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to translate to. I don't know if his game will translate.
Okay.
I think he has everything to translate.
Yeah.
But I have also seen too many players fizzle out.
Gotcha.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And he's not off the charts like Zion.
Okay.
You know, but I love Cooper Flag, man. And if he does progress, you know, continue to develop the way he is, for sure. Yeah. So, okay. So, yeah. So, I believe, like I said, Ja, you have your, Ja, Anthony Edwards. I agree with all that.
Yeah, those guys are exciting. They're fun. I think Anthony Edwards, man, he just keeps getting better.
Oh.
He keeps getting better. He's he's big.
Believes.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And that's what you need.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you need, man.
Yeah. I like him.
Real quick, Bronny James.
Yes.
What do you think about his game? And do you think, outside of his name, is he a legit NBA prospect? Outside of his name, numbers-wise?
Oh, 100% not. Yeah, he is not even approaching NBA player. but he almost 100% will play in the NBA.
Yeah.
But he almost assuredly has no business playing in the NBA.
Right.
And it's and this is no shot at him. He's a better athlete than I ever could have hoped to be. But it's a shame because he's not going to get to just live into who he is, who is a really good athlete, a guy who could be one day a really good college player. But he's one of those guys who I could see by his 4th year in college being like a really good college basketball player, and being like an All-American and being
solid,
really good,
solid.
But he does not possess the mindset of an NBA player. Because at his size. Now it's one thing if you play the way he does and you're 6'9", you can play that way, but you can't be passive.
6'3".
A 6'3" guy who's a mediocre shooter. They're just really, but he's really smart. He plays the right way. He plays unselfishly. He's a good passer. He's a good shooter. He's good at a lot of things, and I think he's a really plus athlete. I think he's a very explosive kid, but he doesn't assert himself at all offensively.
Yeah.
He's like got all of his dad's it's like he unfortunately got all of his dad's worst qualities and his mom's height. Like he just didn't win the genetic lottery when it came to that situation.
And you know what? It sucks because he seems to be a very good kid.
Great kid.
And you know what? I kind of have to go back to LeBron with people giving their perception of Bronny. Yeah. Because Bron with the whole Bronny is he's better than most of these NBA kids I'm looking at right now on NBA League Pass. No, come on, man.
He could help us win right now.
You're not only doing your son a disservice because people are going to chime in.
Oh yes.
On that.
Yeah.
But you're also like, if I'm his teammate with the Lakers right now. Wait, so you saying this 18-year-old boy is better than me? Like, he could take my spot right now?
Yeah.
So what does that do to your team? You know what I mean? But naturally, like I said, people are going to chime in once you give those types of opinions. And when people chime in, now it almost seems like now you're attacking a young kid. And a young kid, not only a young kid, but a young kid who seems to be just a solid kid.
100%.
For me, I don't think Bronny is without his name, he's not an NBA player. I don't even think he's a UFC guy.
Oh, you don't think he's a UFC level player?
Not without, no. But that's just me. Like, I'm more so the type, if I was at Sierra Canyon and my dad was LeBron James, the critique on me would be he shoots way too much. Because what is the coach gonna tell me? Yeah. LeBron's right. My dad is right here.
Yeah.
You want me here, so you're not going to. Yeah. I'm gonna get this thing up. I'm gonna get 25 shots up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get 25. So I like.
But I think he's a role player.
Yeah.
He's a role player.
But it's like you said, 6'3". You got to be a point guard, dude.
But he can be a wing defender at 6'3" in college. In college,
okay.
Because we're talking about in college.
Yeah.
Like, I think he could be because the thing about Bronny to me is I think Bronny plays the game the right way. I think he plays smart. I think he plays good defense. I think he can shoot sometimes. It's not always consistent, but when he does take a shot, like his jumper doesn't seem broken. It doesn't seem like it's like has no hope of going in.
Right.
But he's one of those guys where like Dennis Rodman. Like Dennis Rodman played a role. He's not gonna and he impacted winning at a really high level. But no, was Dennis Rodman gonna go out there and get you points? No, but he did his role. And I think Bronny could excel in a role. And play a role really well, but not in the NBA. He's not. He just doesn't possess the size for that. Yeah. The NBA is a land of freaks and giants. The NBA. I also don't think people understand if you've never played really high level sports or you've never like when people think, oh, I could play college football or I could play, like, you don't understand how big these people are. Like when you these men are humongous, and the NBA is full of the freakiest of the freak athletes, and Bronny just isn't that guy. His dad is, but he's not. And then he doesn't have that dog. Now, if he had that dog in him, he definitely could play in the NBA. You know, like, 'cause I think inside there, I think there's a skill set and ability to maybe be a scoring guard type of player. But he doesn't have the mindset at all. Like, he never asserts himself. He's just so passive. And it's wild. Like you said, like, your dad is LeBron James. What are you doing? Like, why aren't you? I turn on the game and I'm like, he's just never doing
this thing.
Yeah.
Off.
But I'll see him chase down block, and he'll just elevate and his head is at the rim. I'm like,
no, athletic wise,
I'm like,
he's a very good athlete.
I'm like, why don't you use that?
But and at that point, with that mindset, you either have it or you don't, and he just doesn't, unfortunately. And again, this isn't a knock to him. No. It's just, like I said, when people start to give those type of opinions, everybody's gonna chime in. Everybody has the right to chime in, and it just sucks that it comes at the expense of a kid. But you know, at the end of the day, he's a college kid, and that's kind of what you open yourself up to when you're in athletics like that. But again, you know, I don't think he's that type of a talent. But I wish him nothing but the best, obviously, like I know you do.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it, man.
All right.
Again, dude, I appreciate you coming on a ride with me, man, and giving your perspective of things. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Anything you want to say to the people?
Hey, man, make sure you tap in. Make sure you subscribe. Don't miss the content. This was a pleasure. Please. So go ahead and subscribe. This was a pleasure.
Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that. YouTube at Drive a Dive, Instagram at Drive a Dive, and yeah, that's Kenneth. I'm Ivan. You've been on a Drive a Dive. Y'all be easy and catch me in traffic. Peace.
Drive a Dive.